I'm playing video games on the internet. So, if you've been following me this month, I'm doing a robot month based on my playing of Rockman and Forte. So, today I'm looking at a game from the past of the Mega Man franchise, sort of, because Inti Creates, which is the company behind the Rockman Zero games, ZX, they did Mega Man 9 and 10, they contributed in some other Mega Man games as well. This is their first game as an independent studio, and it's called Kahen Soko Gunbike Speed Power Gunbike. So Kahen Soko doesn't mean speed power, it means transformable attacking, apparently, according to some interviews I was just reading on Proto2's Rockman Corner. But Speed Power Gunbike is like part of the official title of how they've represented it in English or whatever. And yes, hello Gibbon, he has identified straight away that the Inti Creates art style is recognizable, and yes, if you have played some of their games, you might recognize similarity to things in the visuals and the music as well, but we'll talk about that as we go on. I actually haven't checked options, so... now this is important. Oh yeah, I've played around a bit in training mode because the control system for this game is quite complex. There you can see we've got transform on square, action on triangle, which is usually attack, break or what's that, shagami, guard, or like shield for circle, depending on what form you're in, and accelerate or dash on X. So yeah, so it's Japanese PlayStation, so circle is confirm and X is back. I heard there's an easy, yes, I would very much like very easy, thank you. We're just playing around in this game today, just having a bit of fun, so yeah, we don't really want to be challenged by Inti Creates, which are, you know, a company known for making difficult games, especially if you've played the Zero games. Alright, so let's jump into operation. Oh, by the way, one more thing. On the title screen you'll notice, and before we started, Sony Music Entertainment. So basically Inti Creates is made of a bunch of splitters from Capcom, and when they were getting their start, they were working as a second party for Sony Music Entertainment, for which Sony Computer Entertainment was a subsidiary and much less powerful. You know what, the volume is really low on this bit, so I'm going to turn up the game sound. Okay, cool. So Sony Music Entertainment just means Sony, basically, is who published this. And Sony retains the copyright to the franchise as well if they ever want to revisit it. So yeah, we have three choices for playable characters. We have Protag-kun, who is your very standard Protag man. Oh yeah, there's a lot of English text in the game, although some of it is classified as English because it's not exactly correct English. You might already notice energy is spelled with an A on the left there. And I don't know what Gungsten is, but apparently the motorbikes are made of that. So we've got Ipe, we've got Ami, and we have Nono. And you might even recognize some Mega Man influence with the names here. The basic Gunbike is just basic, but we've got Proto and X. And if you've played the if you played the Zero and ZX games, I immediately noticed a similarity with this guy's helmet to Phantom, one of the Shitenno, the four Guardian people in the Zero series. Yeah, his helmet looked exactly like that. But yeah, we're gonna try out the female character here, so we have another heroine game, and especially because she is the one of these three who is a robot. So yeah, robot month. We're not just playing as mechs, we've actually got an artificial human here, according to her description in the manual. I'll get into that a bit more later, but she's listed without an age or even a sex or a nationality, but she obviously has been given a feminine form, so we're going to use female pronouns. And yeah, the name for an android of this type in this world is a powder doll. I don't know where they came up with that from, but yeah, we're going to be playing as Ami for this story mode. And all three of them do have different story modes, different cutscenes that happen. All the voicing is in Japanese, of course. So we're going to be a bit in the dark there. I can't really translate spoken Japanese on the fly anymore. Maybe I could have when I was doing year 12, which was more than 10 years ago at this point, just to make myself feel old. But yeah, so you might see influences here from Akira or Ghost in the Shell, that kind of thing, but we're like a special team of I don't know, crime fighters maybe, who ride on these motorbikes that can transform into robots. And yes, it's quite cinematic. A lot of fully voiced cutscenes and drama. There you go. Nornor demonstrating the capabilities of the robot there. The mech design's really cool. And as with, you know, Transformers, they accommodate the vehicle design with the parts that reconfigure themselves. Let me know if you can't hear the voices well enough. Oh, this... the riders look like Minecraft people. They're so low poly in those in-engine cutscenes. That's crazy. I really like that. Yes. And real leaning into the anime style, we've got, title cards for the episodes. So our energy will be counting down as we continue. And yeah, the gameplay is about speeding down this highway, these highways, and transforming between the forms for different situations. So there'll be some combat later, but for now there's barriers that we have to go mech form briefly to smash through, and that's how that works. So the bike has 3 forms. This is bike mode, but then you have rally mode where it's more maneuverable, and you can swap between those. I don't know what that crate was. Oh. I don't know, somebody was talking to me, whatever. So the rally mode is more maneuverable. The bike mode has higher speed. That's essentially the difference between the two. And then the robot is the one where you do the combat. But for now, we're just racing along here with a very nice background in the skybox there. I don't know what, I think it's meant to represent the city, but it's a bit blurry. Yeah, I was showing this initial gameplay segment to my brother yesterday. He mocked that quite thoroughly, but that's okay. Like I said, the controls are pretty complex here. The game has a training mode from the main menu, which really takes you through all the functions you can do. So I played around in that for about 10 minutes before starting the stream because I thought it might be useful to do that. Okay, so I guess I'm turning this way now. So I know the basic controls, so I didn't want to start the stream too slowly. And I want to at least get through the story of this army character. I think we should have enough time for that if I manage to play well enough. But yeah, we were talking about, Inti Creates. We're already hearing some of the music from Ippo Yamada, who I'm quite familiar with his work on the Zero series. I was reading a really cool article yesterday about how Inti Creates got started as a studio. It was written by Jeremy Parish at US Gamer. And yeah, like I was saying earlier, I can't just bash through these things. I don't know what they are, but they're in my way. Some sort of construction equipment. Anyway. Yeah, so there's a core group of 11 people at Inti Creates, and they were all working at Capcom, but they decided they liked working with each other and they wanted to work together, but being in as big a company as Capcom at that time, they didn't get a choice about where they worked. They were in the team that they were assigned to, so they decided to strike out alone, and before this they worked on things like Resident Evil games and Mega Man games. Oh, here we go. This is a kind of thing that I remember from Road Rash, where you could get knocked off your bike and then have to slowly trundle your way back over to it. Yeah, I think it seems like an interesting game given. That's why I picked it. Nah. I picked it because of the Inti Creates connection, but the game itself is praised pretty highly on the Hardcore Gaming 101 article about it. Yeah, bash. So I don't know who these enemies are, but I'm beating them up because they're in my way, I guess. I see my G power has got up to tier 1. Oh yeah, that's a nice thing that was called out specifically when I saw this game mentioned, was when you enter a dark tunnel your lights get activated with a little clicking sound. It's all part of the presentation. Yeah, so Inti Creates, like I said, they sort of founded the studio with their own money, and then they got Sony as a publisher for a bit. Before long though, the studio director met up with Keiji Inafune at E3 and said, oh, you know, working on Mega Man was fun, we'd like to do that again, and that's how they got the contract to do the Zero games. And I've also seen people, commenters comparing some of the robot design in this to Mega Man Legends, saying it's reminiscent of the Rockman Dash kind of designs. Alright, so combat time, big robot thing. Let's fight it. Hit the leg, I guess. So triangle is our attack button. Oh, okay. I knocked it over. I think probably attacking the eye would be a good thing, but... oh, okay. So you've got your shoulder buttons when you're in robot form to sort of skid around, to turn quickly. Bam! Oops. Wrong button, actually. Cool. Knocked it down. Let's get it. Yeah, punch the eye. Great. Alright, so we've got E energy on the right, which I think means the enemy's energy level. And yes, it's supposed to be energy. That's a well-known sort of typo English thing. It's actually mentioned on Legends of Localization, Clyde Mandela and Marto's site. That's an example of one of the pitfalls that translators can come into if they're inexperienced with English, going from Japanese. Alright, cool. Now since I have one level of G power at this point, I could try using one of my special moves. I saw in a few different places online how to do this. It's not listed in the manual, but there's certain button combinations you can do to do a special move. Alright, let me see. So I'll try a few because they said it varies by the character. So let's go with this one first. Oh, okay. Great. Up, down, and triangle is the first one I tried, and we've got a special move here happening. What's very, very cinematic. It's taken all control away from me for a cutscene. Nice homing laser. Great. And that took a ton of health off the boss, so well worth doing. I don't know if that energy carries over between levels, but yes, that was very nice. There's some other combinations I'll be trying later. You can get up to tier 2 with your G gauge as well. Oops. Yeah, some of them even involve half circle maneuvers and so on. Oh, yeah. It can sometimes be hard to aim. Oh, okay. Oh! It blew up. Did it? Yeah, I guess my punch on the leg was the last straw. Sure. Boss down. We really have a running commentary here from the narrator. Oh yeah, she's having kind of a breakdown. Gosh, they look like Gumby characters or something. His arms are just like rectangular prisms. It's like fruit sticks. Gibbon's getting Omega Boost vibes from this. I'm not sure what that is precisely. Has she blue screened? Let me tell you about this character. So I found a rip of the manual that someone had sort of screen capped from the PlayStation Network release of this game. So in Japan, it got re-released and is playable on PS3 and PSP and Vita, of course, like most PlayStation 1 classics. So as long as you have a Japanese account, you'll be able to buy it in this day and age. And it comes with a digital manual, which is a sort of scan of the physical manual as it existed, which has some nice artwork in it. Actually, that's where I got the artwork that's on the right side of the screen. The left side is the box cover of the game with our main character in mech form and the game's logo. The right is some official art from the character profile page of Ami. Omega Boost is another PlayStation game about mechs, but it's more of a shooter. Let me see. Yeah, so that character page that I was talking about, it talks about Ami. There's like a quote from the character to illustrate their kind of personality, and hers says, the main one says, I will guard, or I will protect, something like that. And then above that it says, I will, it's kind of hard to translate. She says, Teki, sure, what was it? I don't remember. But it's like, she's talking about enemies of the major as a sort of military rank major. She's saying she'll kill the enemies of the major. I think that's what she's saying anyway. The words for major and enemy and kill are all in there. I struggle with sentence structure sometimes. But for me that drew quite explicit parallels with Ghost in the Shell, where the main character, Major Motoko Kusanagi, is a sort of cyborg person where she has a human brain that's locked up inside a body that's all robotic. So I don't know if that's kind of hinting for the intention of what Ami is supposed to be, but the influence is definitely there, I think. Am I supposed to be killing this thing or just moving on? I don't know. Let's move on. Yeah, take that. Yes. So yeah, the bio for her underneath that goes on to talk about how she's a sort of prototype or the first sample of this new kind of I don't know, life form or robot or something that's made by the, what are they called? The Komyoji organization, which you can see logos for during the training mode. Oh, nuts. Are these like other kinds of riders or something? This is interesting. Different kind of combat here. I should try using my gun at some point. You don't just have a punch, there's also projectile combat in robot form. So if I go boom, nope, missed. Yeah, if you've got enough speed when you, at the moment you transform, you do a kind of dash attack that can last longer if you have more speed. So let's see, she was made by the Komyoji organization. She's described as a Jinzo Ningen, which if you're familiar with Dragon Ball fandom is the name that is used for the android characters who are everything from robots to cyborgs, depending on the model. Nuts. It's always been a little unclear what exactly they are. But the word literally means artificial human. So it's conceivable that, like the Major, she has a human mind that's been put in a robot body in some way. Also, for a Mega Man connection for you, in the Brazilian licensed comic Nuevas Aventuras de Mega Man, The New Adventures of Mega Man. Oh, nuts. I really should have transformed through those barriers. Ouch. Roll is a character like that. She was kind of an urchin, a human orphan whose brain was uploaded into or incorporated into a robot body. I'm not doing well right here. Transform, dash. No? What's wrong? Bash? Shoot? Pow. Oh, did I just find a secret? How do I get through here? Maybe it's best to do rally mode at this stage to get around. Okay. Yeah, I'm taking a lot of energy damage. That just runs down by itself, but if you take damage, it will go down as well. I seem to have unlocked something here. No, it's empty. Never mind. So, oh, what? You know, if I could understand what the guy was saying, I might be able to do better here. Okay, so it is this. Okay, cool. Oh great, I got an energy restore, that's lovely. Cool. Yeah, I love Nuevos Adventures to Mega Man. It's fantastic. Really crazy and yeah, a bit off color at some points, but it's just amazing that it got made. Really indicative of a time when they were like, it's an official Capcom product technically, but it seems to have had no oversight from them because it's just insane. But I love it. You can read it in English thanks to translation by OpenTrain, a translation project run by Cryomancer. Anyway, we were talking about Ami. She is a Jinzo Ningen. What exactly that means is a little unclear, but the next part of her biography... Ooh, yeah, never mind about those. Just slip between them. It says she was created from or she's a byproduct or something, of the synthesis of Michi and Hito. And I don't know what Michi means. It could mean sea lion, but it's probably not that. It can also mean that something is unknown. So she's sort of a combination of human and something unknown, is sort of how I read that, but I don't really know for sure. In more than ways than one, it's unknown. Okay, so yep, cool. And this type of creature or life form is known as a powder doll, which we saw on the character select screen anyway, but yeah, it's mentioned in her biography in the manual as well. How am I supposed to know where to go here? Luckily, we can do these spinny turns. Woo, it's pretty cool actually. Hey. Okay. Cool. You assume that the way the enemies are guarding is the right way to go, right? So you can see already how changing between the three forms is useful in different situations. Boom! Nice. And you can't spend too long accelerating as a robot or you overheat. Oh, that was the end, I guess. Great. So yeah, she was created specifically to be a dedicated rider of the Gunbike. And whether that makes her superior to the humans, I don't know. But if she's going to sort of break down like she did at the end of the first mission, maybe it's not so great a prototype. They will improve the design, I'm sure. But yeah, it's a nice wrinkle to the story there. Roll kind of has one of those moments at some point in the Nuevas Aventuras story. Where she starts remembering her traumatic past. Oh great, this is just like Lilac Wars with the train on Macbeth. Wonderful. Oops. This might be a good time to start using save states. I don't believe that the bike has any form of attacking other than transforming to the robot state. So why don't we try and get up alongside this, like this, and then pow! Ouch! Oh, nasty. At least it didn't knock me off the bike. Pow! I wonder if that did anything. I wasn't watching the energy meter. Got it down pretty well though. Oops! Oh, run. Let's speed this up a little bit. Yep. Cool. How's my energy doing? We're about even-ish. Okay. Pow! Yep, that was a hit. Cool. Yeah, just load the state there. I know a competent playthrough of this game can be done in about an hour, but that doesn't necessarily describe how I'm going to do it. Yeah. The train level in Lilac Wars is amazing. It's one of my favorites to replay. Especially because you can finish it in a really cool way. If you hit some hidden switches, the train ends up going off on a different track into the depot and just making an enormous explosion. And you get 50 hits! It's amazing! The usual bonus is 10 for being honest. Actually, this isn't really a train, is it? It's like a road train. It's a big truck. Cool. We blow up the train. Yeah, I know, you're super slow when you're not on the bike, eh? Oh. We're still... Oh, okay, cool. Also, given pointing out it's not a bike, you can see when it goes into rally mode, it actually has 3 wheels. It's a gun trike. That's fair. So I was talking about how it's fully voice acted before and how they're really leaning into that presentational element. It's pretty nice. The voice of Ami there, our protagonist for this mode, is Sachiko Sugawara, who... Oh, bugger. So quickly. I get owned. Alright, save state. Let's just get out of here. Goodbye, tanks. So she's not a super prolific voice actress. She's done some other game work. She was a frog character in Puyo Puyo 2, apparently. 2 rush. 3 rush. Gun. Ooh. Okay. This might be a good time for rally mode, actually. Yes. Very well. Pow. I'm enjoying her combat sounds. Whoa. Okay. Ouch. Ouch. The pain. Let's just move on past this, shall we? Let me see. She had a bunch of voice roles on PlayStation games as well. Sorry, what's this? Ooh. Yeah, I feel like some of these levels are kind of mazes and you have to just navigate them. think probably the highest profile thing I saw on that list was Tokimeki Memorial, which is Konami's, like, what is it, like a dating sim visual novel kind of thing. Apparently the character that Sugawara plays is the second most popular potential date in the series, according to what I read. What's her name? Saki Nijino. I like how the pilot is kind of integrated into the mech here. Whatever configuration you're in. Oh, we found somebody's bedroom, I guess. Wah! Where are these robots coming from, dude? See, that's how easy it is to overheat. Happens really quickly. Let me see. I went that way. I'm going this way. Luckily these corridors are labeled. Wait, I think I have been this way. I had enough momentum there to trash that robot. Nice. Let's see. So apart from game work, she's also had a couple of minor roles in anime like Pokemon and Cardcaptor Sakura. And yeah, after that there was a bit of a lull in her voice acting career apparently, or it's a different person because her other credits on Moby games are for character modeling and character design in the Silent Hill games, at least 2, 3, and 4. Alright, I think... yeah, get owned, buddy. I'm kind of lost. What did that say? Gaga Gun? I don't know. There's all sorts of little text that pops up at various points. I noticed in a certain screenshot for this game, one of the characters has a sword, and then there's a kind of onomatopoeia when you attack with it sometimes. And I think, yeah, that's it. It's meant to say slash, but they got the L and the R mix up, which is common, and also the A and the U mix up, which is another common one. So it says srush instead of slash. Yeah. It's a forgivable mistake. What's going on here? Have I been down here? Because I came into this corridor. This game isn't super well documented in terms of guides and such. Okay, this is definitely where I started. Let alone maps, so I'm kind of on my own here. I guess I could watch a long play if I was really stuck. But then you'd have to sort of pay attention and map each of the branches, and it'd be really tedious. And would make for a terrible stream experience, I'm sure. And I'm running very low on energy as well. Haha, take that. Zigon! Gibbon asking if there are no... there's no guns on the bike. So again, taking issue with the name here. Alright, this is the way to get through these doors. I couldn't immediately smash through them before, so I think I just stopped, but if you just continually do the dash move, you're gonna get through. They just have more health, I guess. I didn't find any power-ups in those side rooms or anything. Disappointing. Aha, there's one. Ah! Yeah, so the robot has a gun. You hit triangle and circle at the same time. Yay, energy. Maybe not enough. So I don't see any more destructible doors up that way. Now, there we go. Could try a punch as well. Yeah, there we go. A punch is a good way to end a dash because then you don't overheat, and if there's enemies nearby, you can do a bit of damage. So we filled up our energy a bit again, but still... Ah. Cool. Yeah, we still aren't really sure where to go at this point. Oop. Yeah, you really have to master transforming between the forms, which is not something I've done yet. I have not mastered that. Okay. Ah, this looks like a way. They're on the ceiling now, very tricksy. Yeah. The dash transform is only good at, you know, high speed. I do like that it's easy to recover from a, what do you call it, a bonk, a collision. You sort of bounce back and then you can spin around. Hey, nice. So it was worth going down some of these tunnels for some energy, but again, that was kind of a dead end. Right? That was a dead end, wasn't it? Oh, hang on. I think I have been this way. But I get the feeling this is the right way to go. So we're going to look for another branch up down here. I guess I haven't been back this way. Actually, what does the action button do? Oh, yeah. That's kind of a... lets you do a handbrake turn. But you can also kind of do that with the shoulder buttons. And there's a brake button that I really haven't been using at all. Okay, now we're in E tunnel. It's promising. Oops. Yeah, but skidding like that and then you being able to realign yourself, it makes it a bit friendly. You don't just lose all your momentum and get stomped against the wall. I like that. That's a dead end. Bam, bam, pow. Beautiful. It seems like they're kind of running into my fist. Trying to see into this room on the right. Doesn't look like there's anything there. So am I stuck again? Yeah, this whole corridor. Yeah, okay, so back this way. Oh, yeah, I overshot that one. So braking is important. Given saying there are shades of Macross but on a smaller scale. Yeah, isn't that the one where you have sort of planes or jets that turn into robots, right? I'm sorry, but I'm struggling to remember which things I've been in. I don't think I've been in F yet, so this seems like a good avenue to explore for now. I do like how the camera dips out of bounds sometimes, and you can just see the corridor from the outside. Ooh, hang on. Bam! Ah! Yeah, combat's a little clumsy as the robot, and you're better off transforming between forms, but then it can be easy to miss. Alright, cool. Ouch. Good thing is, I think it's harder to get knocked out of your bike when you're in rally mode, so that's good reason to stay. Yeah, forget it. Ouch. Guess I'll go this way. Whoa! Okay. Careful now. Oops. Okay. Oops. Great. Alright, we'll keep going straight and then check the side tunnels once we hit a dead end. That seems like a logical way to do it. Ooh. Timing. Nope, nope, no, not like that. If you swap back to the rally mode, build up a bit of speed, then you can do robot dash, and then back. Okay. It seems like the way to get through doors like that. In good time. So that was a dead end. Now we're in G, I guess? And H? It seems like all the pickups just give you more energy. So at least I don't feel like I'm missing anything. I don't feel like there's hidden collectibles or upgrades or anything. Ooh, but our G gauge is up to 3. That's nice. If there's a boss in this stage, we'll be able to try some of our other special attacks. Ooh, okay, cool. I feel like I've made progress because we're in a new place. Oh, that didn't go well. Yeah, take that. There's probably energy boxes around here somewhere, but you could equally get through with a good amount of energy just by going faster. Oh, okay. Level end. Pew pew, ba bam bam. Very nice. Oh yeah, there's an extra special dash you can do with a certain button combination. I should have been trying that. Do a half circle anti-clockwise. Okay, hang on. This seems important. What'd she say? Dokoniyu? Where am I? Where am I from? I don't know. Oh! Whoa, what the heck? It's like a giant squid with a gun in its head. Or something. Rad. Alright. Luckily we get that energy refill. Since this is, I guess, a separate stage, technically. The blood red sea, very atmospheric. Aha, I see you, buddy. Wah! What? Don't know what this is, but I'm gonna punch it. Cool. Okay, whoa. Uh-huh. What? That's nuts. Okay. Ah! Okay, that was bad. Shouldn't have dashed into that. Weak point's probably the eye, right? Okay. Ah! 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 Again, bit hard to be precise. Should we try one of our special attacks? Oh, did it just like come out of a cocoon or something? Alright, what are these other attacks? Half circle. Okay. Okay, I'll try that one. Oh, actually, I'll try the one that says that it's for the second level G gauge first, since I've got up to 3. So that's... no. Where is it? I've done some damage. Okay, let's get that gun going. Charge up. Cool. Didn't know I could do that. In training mode, they give you a robot that's got a more standard projectile gun, but this one, if you hold it down, you have the laser. Whoa boy, okay. Hello, buddy. Let me do this. Pow! Yeah! Boom! I have no idea what just happened, but it was pretty cool. Okay, she's got like a flipping... Oh, wow, I'm in beast form. Let's do it. This drains your energy as it happens, but... ran out. Pretty cool stuff. But I'm out of G gauge again. I was trying to do the gun, but side effect, I accidentally did the shield, which was very convenient. Slowly turn. Oh, I ran out. Take that. Ooh, okay. Let's try the laser this when it's up here. Pew! Yep, didn't do nothing. Ah! Let's get around to the head. Oh, it's spinning. Yeah, take that. Okay. Getting juggled. Get up, get up. Yeah. Okay. Still, we're doing damage. We're doing more damage to it than it's doing to me. Pew pew. Yeah, the crawling was pretty cool, huh? What does that mean exactly? Why would a robot do that? She has like a wild berserker mode or something. And yes, punch the whale thing. Don't know what it is, but I know it's trying to kill me. Is that? Yeah. When you do the functions, the actions that you want to do right, it's like really satisfying in this game. I'm just gonna, yeah, shield, beautiful. Of course, that can use up some of your. Whoa. Take that. Almost had it. Yeah, that's it. You're dead. I still don't know what you are, but I know that I killed you. Security level clear. Not so good on the speed, but the power was okay. Nice sunset background, by the way. Yeah. She's having a headache again. It's too bad. Akugekiseo. Yep. Yeah. I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's go. I feel like rally mode is just safer because you don't get knocked off your bike as much. And it's much more maneuverable. So I'm kind of leaning towards rally mode as preferred means of traversal. Unless we're on a really big straightaway. Yeah, see? I've maneuvered through those mines really well. Cool stuff. Looks like my G gauge has reset as well, so we shouldn't be shy about using our special powers when we can. I got no beef with you, bro. Yeah. So let's talk about some of the people involved here, because there's names on the creative side that I really love from what they contributed to the Zero series. So character design and mech design, or mechanical design in this game, was done by Toru Nakayama, who had the same kind of roles on the Zero games. And I really love his work on the visual design of the Zero games, which fed into the ZX games, although he didn't work on those directly. He did do like illustration of the cover of ZX, which is something he'd been doing on Zero as well, but I don't think he was involved in the development side of that game as much. He also did one of the alternate soundtracks to the alternate covers to the soundtrack release for ZX, because yeah, the one thing, Inti Creates, oof, yeah, hold on, sorry, that didn't go so well. A lot of Inti Creates games have really cool soundtrack releases as well, so all the Zero games have excellent arranged CDs with cool stuff in the liner notes. Proto Dude at Rockman Corner has been translating a lot of those liner notes on his site over there recently, and it's been really interesting getting the background to that. You get interviews with all sorts of people involved in the development of the games about different aspects of them, and it's really interesting. As well as, you know, the soundtracks themselves, which are excellent. Especially when they've been arranged and listenable in a form other than the GBA sound chip, which is famously not so great and a bit, you know, buzzy and yeah, doesn't always do justice to the quality of the compositions of games on the platform. But the other thing they have sometimes, which is nice, is like drama tracks. So you have basically these little radio plays of the characters, either filling in bits from the plot that weren't illustrated in the game, or just having little character moments. You can find some of them that have been subtitled on YouTube. Have I just retraced my steps, or is this a new spot? I feel like I'm going backwards right now. Yeah. I think I just retraced my steps. I got lost in that whole corridor thing. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Yes, okay. That is definitely a place that I've been to before. So yeah, Ippo Yamada did the music here. His tracks on the Zero series are just top notch. I've listened to those soundtracks a lot outside of the games. And inside of the games, in fact. Ah! It's a standoff. You're not gonna shoot me? Ah, you are! That was very rude, my friend. You know what? Goodbye. That was satisfying. Okay. Yes. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Toru Nakayama. But it seems like, you know, it's not him doing the character design on things like Gunvolt and the newer stuff that they've been doing. So I don't know what he's up to these days. Before he was working for Inti Creates, his role at Capcom was designing enemies for the Resident Evil games. So I'm sort of curious to look some of those up now. I have never played Resident Evil myself, but I'd be interested to, in detail, compare what enemies look like in that game to what I know of his design stuff. Actually, so he wasn't on Gunvolt, but one thing he has done for them recently is Dragon Marked for Death, which is a really interesting looking 2D action game that I think is exclusive to Nintendo Switch. They did a really weird release with that where there were 2 SKUs of the game that you could buy, and there's 4 playable characters, and each of the SKUs contained 2 of the characters, and you're supposed to decide which one you want to play as beforehand and then buy that version of the game. It's really weird. Why they can't just release the game as it is with 4 options? Very strange, but you just have to watch the trailers and see how they play and then make up your mind. But at least I did that, and I decided that I would most likely favor the Empress character, who in my mind plays the most like Zero, with basic melee and some ranged attacks, and is sort of well balanced in that way. They have other more complicated characters, like, I don't remember if it's the ninja or the witch in the other one, but they play pretty much exactly like Copen from Gunvolt 2, which is not something that I was really keen on. So who is talking to me right now? It's like a young, cute girl's voice kind of thing. Maybe it's my internal monologue. Or maybe whoever the next boss is taunting me as I traverse this stage slowly. But yeah, I was really excited to actually see the designs of Nakayama back in Dragon Marked for Death, because that style was very recognizable to me straight away. And I love what he did on the Zero games, and it's very similar to that. Cool. Let me see. He also did some design graphic work on one of the other official Mega Man games that Inti Creates worked on, Battle Network, or what is it, Mega Man AXE / Battle Network Battle Chip Challenge, which was a sort of spin-off from that series that was focused on battling. I actually know that game because it's notable for one reason. When I was researching female robot masters, which I was doing for a pixel art I was working on, and a concept kind of thing about the female characters in the Mega Man series, there are few robot masters that are female, as we know, but there's also few net navies in the EXE series that are female. And one of them was introduced in this Battle Chip Challenge game as one of the playable characters. So they let you play as some of the main characters from the series, but then they added this extra character who hadn't been in it before. And her navi was Ring.exe, which was based on, I think, Mega Man 5's Ringman, but in this case it was a lady program. So that was nice. So if I ever did an equivalent sort of pixel art for the Exe series, then this is really tough. I don't know how to get close to this guy. Maybe using the gun weapon from further back where those lightning bolts can't get me. Yeah, if I was doing any art of that, I would include ring. As well as a couple of, I don't know, characters that are exclusive to the anime. Most of the navis are male, it's true. Okay. Hey you, I see you, but it's hard to turn and then I overheated. Oh, great. Oh good, it's still there. Do this. Did I get it? I did not. What's the dealio? Let's do this. Nope. I was trying something there, but it didn't work. Since we've done absolutely nothing so far and lost a lot of energy, I'm going to load a state I made earlier in the battle. So we're on top of 4 skyscrapers. This reminds me of the Mario Kart 64 battle level skyscraper. Alright, so if we... Oh, okay. Rally mode. Harder to get knocked off, easy to handle. Yeah, so we'll get some speed and then we'll do a long dash like this. Nope, didn't really do it right, but that's okay. Yeah, that extended dash. Why don't we try and do that in a sort of non-battle situation? If I switch at speed and then holding square, half circle from the top, expands to your dash. Okay, so I do this and then I go like this. Nope, didn't do it right. Get some speed. Boom, and then... No, I didn't. That wasn't it. No, I wasn't going fast enough. I'll go into bike mode just for this. Did I do it? I didn't do it. I don't really know. It's hard. I'll try it more later on, I guess, but let's load our state and try this battle properly. Now, we do have 2 G gauge power, but I don't know if I want to jump into that beast mode thing. Oh, it's right here! Cool, I got hit in. Because I got lucky enough for it to appear right next to me. Save. I'll try one of these other combos I've got. Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. Given saying it's interesting when studios establish a look, I agree, and especially when that look is so cool as Toru Nakayama's style. Let me see. Oh, one more thing about Toru Nakayama before we get off the subject. He did one of the designs for the character Aero in Legends 3, and you can see that on, you know, Mega Man fan sites everywhere. Famous cancelled game. But yeah, given saying that he could have sworn that Blue Wing Blitz, which is the Wonder Swan game he was talking about last week, he could have sworn that the official art was by the Tactics guy, but apparently it's a different Square artist, just sticking to the style guides for Square RPGs at the time, or SRPGs. Interesting, yeah, mimicking his style, I guess. So if I hold up and triangle, and then do a half circle, that's a kind of special power I have, so like this, and then like that. Yes, that's the one. So that's definitely a thing. Is that the same thing I did before? This looks like it's the same thing, but I swear I did a different... Oh, yeah, I did a thing where I just pressed up and down, but another guide, I'm realizing this now, another guide that I'd looked up at the time, said that you needed to do a half circle, but you don't actually need to do that. Okay. Maybe that means I don't have to do a half circle for this other one either. So like this. That's not right. I don't know. Maybe I'll stick to the one I know if I get a chance to use it again. Wow, yeah, I missed. Did it teleport away already? I don't know what the narrator's saying. It's a bit intrusive, to be honest. If you've ever played, like, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing or Mario Kart Arcade GP, one of those games where there's sort of a running commentary of what's happening in the race, I find that kind of annoying, to be honest. Yep. If you just run into the lightning bolts, you're not going to get anywhere, are you? That's okay. We got a few really good hits in that last round, so just a bit more. There we go. Oh, bad driving. Oh, ah. Where'd you go? Okay. Let's do my original plan of using the gun. I don't think it had the reach. It's okay. Ah! Oh, I was almost close enough. Yeah. Bit of a bash. Didn't get the punch off, but that's okay. Ah! Alright, cool. An ignominious end. Yeah, the gun hasn't been that useful, to be honest, through this game. Cool. It's called Gunbike, but... Oh, okay. We've changed setting. China. Oh yeah, this is 2097, by the way. That was established earlier. Maybe just in the training mode? I don't remember. Are they just having a spat or what? Did she go wacko? I did read that part of the plot is that X here, Nono, apparently betrays the team at one point. Spoilers. Yeah, I think... Oh. Don't shake someone when they're not feeling well. This guy's being a bit rude. Oh yeah, that was another part of her bio actually, is that she was recruited by Nono into the team, or... Oh, yeah, okay. Beast mode, let's do it. So, I guess he betrayed us, I don't know. Onna no tatakai, that means fight of woman, like, yeah, I don't know. Fighting woman, something like that. Pow! Yeah, butt stomp. Hip drop. I don't know. That's not that useful. Camera zoomed out here, which is interesting. Probably because he's moving fast and he's a small target. Hey, buddy. Oh! If you're just going to stand there and take my punches, I'm not going to complain. He looks like he's blocking them. Oh no, he's definitely getting hit by this. Alright, let's finish it off with the gun. Oh no, that was jump. By mistake, I jumped. Alright. Hey, you. Gun! Oh, he's too fast, man. And he turns so slowly. Ah! The graceful ballet of mech pilots. Yes! Get owned. What? He totally blocked the whole thing. I told you guns were useless. Take that, you jerk. Narration was kind of conflicting with her moral there. What? Now she's just like walking away dejected. So wait, was I in the wrong there, or was he? I don't know what's going on. Like I said, English coverage of this game is pretty scarce, so I haven't seen an actual plot summary of what happens in this game. So we're just gonna have to guess. Boop, boop, beep, boop. I'm disappointed that I couldn't figure out what Michi meant, as described in her biography. Alright, next stage. Who knows what's happening, but we're here now. And there's tanks to punch. There's always tanks to punch. Didn't have enough speed. Yeah, let's just move on. Oh, it's beautiful. Going to robot dash mode to just fly through those shots, swapping back before you overheat. When you do it well, like I said, it's really cool. Alright. Gun. Okay, gonna try that extra dash. Go! Ah, that didn't work. Whoops. Whoa, nasty. Go! Ugh, whatever. Notice that her robot also has a very feminine dash pose. Oh boy. Flashing light. Sorry about that. Oop. Oh, nuts. This is a real gauntlet. Ah, please don't shoot me. I seem to be invincible at this point. Yeah, whatever. Music changed. I think. Maybe not. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, that. Whoop. Okay, I got it. More energy. Maybe that narrator is actually like an operator who's talking to me and giving me instructions. Because she just said Wakata in response. Bam! It's these guys again. So I've been thinking about Inti Creates' work recently. So I've been playing some of their games. No, I haven't actually played any of their games recently, but thinking about Mega Man stuff. And I was really looking into one of the projects they did in the last few years, which was Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures on the 3DS. So Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures was like a reboot of the Pac-Man series for a cartoon that like reframed a lot of the Pac-Man story and was kind of weird, and apparently the show is like really bad. But it had tie-in games, of course, too, that were both kind of 3D platformers, but the portable version of the first one was a different game, so I guess there's 3 or perhaps 4 games in total based on the series. So I don't know who these guys are, whatever, who cares. And Inti Creates is the one who did the 3DS version of the first Ghostly Adventures game. And it's a side-scroller, which is supposedly Mega Man inspired in some ways. So I was sort of looking into picking it up, finding it somewhere. But copies have really run dry at this point. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. Guttai! Had a bit of a Voltron moment. When you have transforming mechas, of course, you would expect at some point for them to combine, right? Yeah, so I was really struggling to find a copy of Ghostly Adventures, and I realized that the easiest way to get a hold of it would just be to get it on the eShop, which would be about $30. But then I decided to actually look up gameplay footage of it and decided, maybe I'll just skip it, because it looks a bit junky, to be honest. Kind of seems like, you know, it's common with smaller developers to take on licensed projects for financial reasons to keep themselves going, but maybe they don't quite have the passion for those and they're not as high quality. You see this with people like WayForward or Platinum or things like that. But yeah, so that's how I ended up on thinking about Ghostly Adventures. Was this is something they just did because they were getting paid to do it, and it's not really their best work. Because it just seems like really clumsy to play. It's a 2D action title, but there's a lot of just Pac-Man's moves and animations are really slow and clumsy. I don't know. Just didn't seem that smooth to me. There's some interesting ideas in it for sure. Like, it's based around making chains where you're eating ghosts out of the air without touching the ground. So this is what happens when you die. Energy empty, you all over. And that's a game over. Grave of Powder Soldiers. The Powder Soldier was AAA. But we can continue. Luckily. I did make a save state, but we can also continue. I did want to show off that game over screen because it's actually pretty infamous because of the English again. Energy empty, you all over. Yeah, again, kind of hard to aim the punch sometimes. So let's just take it a bit more methodical. Actually, I'll get some distance and then I'll try and use the gun and see if it's useful in this fight. Yeah. Oh. Get knocked. Oh, what? Okay, he can shoot drills into the ground and then they shoot up underneath me. Whoa. I think I did a bit of damage with that. But he also moved. Yeah, he's getting his own attacks off. Oops. Yeah, alright. Load state. Oh no, where am I? Oh great. Hang on. Oh, that's bad. That's real bad. I haven't got a rewind set up, have I? I do, but I don't think PlayStation supports rewinding. Yeah, like this button should be doing it, but it's not. That's real bad. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to do this stage again. Woo! So, how are you doing, Gibbon? Or anybody else watching? Let's have a chat. Yeah, sorry. It's okay, we'll do the gauntlet again. It was fun, right? Whee! Gun! Oh, I should use my special move, that's what I should do. The big homing laser, that was pretty cool. And effective. So yeah, I like when this game, like these bits are fun. When it's about speed and momentum and transforming quickly to do certain things. Boss fights can be a bit clumsy sometimes. And the mazes are a little bit tedious. But it's easy to forgive because the basic player control is like quite fun. It's got a lot of aesthetic qualities going for it as well. Wow. Gibbon is reading a Chinese web novel and it's soap opera schlock and he loves it. Whoops. Oh, we're low on energy. What is it about, Gibbon? I assume you're reading a translation of a Chinese web novel. But yeah, I'm curious because you're always into interesting things and very strange things. So I like hearing about whatever odd thing you're into right now. Sorry, did that sound insulting? I mean you have like varied interests that are fun. Ooh. Yes, I am running low on energy, but I think, yeah. Now that I've found these guys, it should transition to the boss fight pretty soon. In fact, I'll save here, why don't I? Yep, give him a little love tap. Ow. Speed this up a bit. Okay. They've raced off. Should get that cutscene again soon. It's called Hidden Marriage. Pick up a son, get a free husband. That sounds fun. Can't skip this, so we're going to watch this one more time for that awesome combining action that is so characteristic of mecha stuff. Gibbon's explaining the plot of Hidden Marriage. An actress gets involved with a cool rich guy when her sister locks her in a storage room to prevent her going from going to an audition, and the guy's young son happened to be hiding in there after running away from a crowd. That sister sounds pretty mean. Okay. Warning, warning. Anatatachi wa something. She trailed off and didn't finish her sentence. That one guy called the other guy Aniki, which technically means like brother, but you can also use it for someone who isn't your biological brother but is like an older brother figure to you. Actually, really reminds me of Tengen Toppa Guran Lagan, which has a combining mecha and Shimon calls Kamina Aniki. Alright, boss fight again. And this time, I have a save state. Yeah, I was totally lasering through that, which you would think. Like, it's fine that I got hit, but I'm not doing any damage to them at all. Alright, time to break out the big guns. The one that I know how to do. Of course, it's possible the instructions that I have for this other one, half circle, back to forward, and X, are for a different mech than the one I'm playing as. Okay, so I've missed. Yeah, I completely missed. That was just horrendous. Let's start again. Okay. Hey! We're gonna cheese this guy just like Nono, get him stuck in a pattern. Yeah, fine with me. We saw all of his attacks and what they can do, so if I get through this fight, that's all I ask for. Right. Good point to save, I think. If I die, we can always restart the fight again. Nasty, I should have dashed out of that. Alright, let's try our special. When he's in our sights, of course. Ah! Oh man. Stop walking! You're not allowed to walk when I'm doing my special move! It's not fair. And these should home in, surely. They did before. Ah, he went directly behind me. He's taunting me. Very cruel. I've been so owned since then, so I'm going to load my state from just a little bit before in the fight. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, he moved! It's totally a Mary Sue story where the main heroine is good at everything and makes no mistakes, and her sister and others keep trying to sabotage her career, but she has a secret relationship going all the while. Yes, that does sound like soap opera schlock, but nothing wrong with that. Okay. I may have completely missed my special attack, but I can always just punch you, dude. Oh man. Yes. Ah, okay. Okay. Now it's doing damage. Yes. I see we're evenly matched. Oh wow, he's got a special attack too. Wow, that took a lot of energy. Oh my goodness. That was like a real Earthbound situation right there. With the rolling health counter. I think I was dead, like he had got me, but it was just a matter of my meter running all the way to 0 before I actually died, you know? Like I'd taken the fatal blow, but it takes time for the damage to tick down on the interface. Which is a mechanic, but I didn't actually have much time to go on with it. I was trying to gun. You should never gun. Let's gun! Yes! See, they just block it! Gun is useless! It's so... yeah. Oh well. We've always got our backup plan of punch. I do like that we have 3 decimal places for our percentage. I'm a big fan of scientific notation. Yeah. Actually, I think technically that's not scientific notation, but I like decimal points. Oh no! I interrupted his drill, you jerk. Yes, I can dodge it. Alright, take that. Haha, I wasn't there. But also I can't aim my punches for anything. Oh, there's more. I'm interested. They've been dropping hints that the son is actually hers. Oh my gosh. From when there was an incident engineered by her sister on her 18th birthday, but she was told that the child was stillborn. But twist, he wasn't. That sounds very far-fetched. But good drama. Entertaining writing, Gibbon says. You fool! Gun has no power here. Now continue attacking by punching him with your gun bike. Yes. Classic. That's very good anime. Yeah, that does a lot of damage. In fact, I think I just can't take one of those lasers at all, so I think that's the issue here. Alright, I definitely interrupted that before. Okay, was it that simple? No. Alright, at least I managed to miss most of the drills that time. So the key to this boss fight is don't get hit by that laser. So when I'm in this situation, which is where I'm able to do most damage, it's also the most dangerous because he could unleash a laser at any... What? Oh, they can split again. Nice. Okay. What? What is that? Tornado. Okay. Okay, they combined again. That didn't last long. Ah. I think they're doing a special attack. I gotta avoid it. Pow! Okay, fine. Yep, that's the one. That's what I don't want to hit me. And luckily it did not. Ha! What? Okay, fine. This is rad. I know one of the characters has like a sword as their melee, which would be much cooler. But the punch is fine. I think it's probably X that has the sword, ironically. No! Lasered. Yeah, I'm dead. Save. I mean load. Where'd you go? Oh, I'm glad he blocked that when I was standing behind him. That makes no sense. Yeah, when the head opens up, that's when you know the laser's coming. Ah! It's not fair, you're bigger than me. Though that whale was much bigger. Yeep. Oh, rude. His boost did damage. Pow. There must be an anime where bikes transform into robots. This can't be the first thing to do that. But you can see how much it's trying to emulate anime presentation and structure and stuff, which is admirable for a video game, especially this time. And it's well done too, I think, in this case. We don't get too much of the human drama, I don't know. There's some that happens in cutscenes, but it's over quickly to get back to the action. Also, I can't understand it. This war of attrition is not going well for me right now. Oh, nasty. Alright, try again. We can do this. No problem. Given says it's speed power mech track. And also that he's on... Oh, wow. My dash punch actually knocked it over. That was great. Yeah, he says he's on page... or chapter 905 of 2165. That reminds me of, well, of classical Chinese literature, like Journey to the West, which just goes on and on and on, presumably because the author just sort of kept making it up as they went along, and I don't know. Ah! Nasty. Yep, there's that rolling health thing. Maybe they were like Charles Dickens. They were just being paid by the word. So they just kept the story going, even when it would have made sense to stop. I don't know. It's different when you're writing a story with an end in mind compared to when you just keep going. Okay, come on. Oh! That was down to the wire. Ah, you missed me, jerk. Take that. You know what? One more time, I'm gonna try gun. Just once. It's gotta be the answer to some battles in this game, surely. Yep, didn't work. It doesn't matter what the enemy's doing, they just block it automatically. Whoa! Okay, fine. They should have called this speed power punch bike. Or punch trike, of course. As given says. Right? Speed punching gun trike. Mech track. Punch driving bike truck. Mech punching trike bike. Nope. Nope, you ain't gonna do that. Come on, one more hit. Ah! Oh, come on. Why did that do so much damage? Oh. Alright, fine. What was the original title again? Kahen Sorko. Transformable attacking gun bike. Eh. Maybe just the dash is better than the punch. More versatile. Maybe this is the time for gun. Nope. I tried to do it when they were still transformed, but they transformed back too quickly. Mm. Oh, that was so close. Come on. Don't punch me. I'm supposed to punch you. You're supposed to do flashy weird attacks, and I'm just supposed to punch you. Oh, come on. Well, this is the first real challenging boss fight of the run, I think. Oh, come on. Oh, he's jumping. I should jump. How do I jump again? Like this? There is a jump. Switch and do the... I was doing it before, I promise. Like this? No, that's not it. I don't think it really has a combat utility, to be honest. I wonder how close I am to the end of the game. I was hoping I'd be able to clear the whole thing in one stream. Meh. Hey. Hey. You're being very rude. Bam. Okay, that was some damage. How about this? Yes. Yes. Yes! Woo! Yeah, not even chip damage. Even when they're shielding my gun, it doesn't even do a tiny bit. Chip damage is just polite in fighting games. When you're shielding, you should at least do a tiny bit of damage. Or if not that, at least, you know, a chance to take down their shield after a few hits on it. But boss down, finally. I understood some of those words, but not the order they were put in. Oh, okay. This seems climactic. More inner monologue. What? She heard a sound and said it was nostalgic and wondered why. Oh, okay. Floating purple-haired person. I should have known. It's a female voice. Let me turn this up for you all. Cool. I wonder what happened there. Yeah. It seems to me like Ami is, is not just a simple robot based on the kind of mental trauma she's been exhibiting. Alright, so I guess this is the final boss. Cool. Ouch. Let's try the gun. Oops. Let's aim at the thing. Whoa, ow, that's a lot of damage, dude. What's a shield? Yeah, shielding. Okay, so, hold on. Yeah, what I was going to say is I think that when I'm shielding and get hit, I actually do still take energy damage, but just less. So I take chip damage, but enemies don't. How is that fair? Alright, let's punch some stuff. It's like the monolith from 2001, apparently. It's shooting stuff at me. It really is the monolith. Jeez, look at that. It's a big tablet. So obviously that's not the answer. Punching these round things must be. Boom. Nope, that's not it. Well, I'm close enough to not get hit by that thing. See, gun completely useless. Oh, I know. It's stationary. I can do this. Boom. The narrator's saying something about the energy barrier. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do something in this fight to make the boss vulnerable, I guess. I don't know what it is. Yes, this definitely does seem final boss. Pow pow pow! Did that actually work? Nothing seems to have happened. But yeah, it's surrounded by these little grey squares, and then when it shoots the projectiles out, they drop down. So does that mean it's vulnerable? Yes, it does. Cool. So the spinning things are just sort of protecting it in a way. I thought I might have to attack them, but no. That doesn't appear to be the answer. Oh, and by the way, yeah, my use of the special weapon was very ill-timed. The wind-up is so long though. Okay, so I got a hit in and then the shield comes up. So that seems a good time to escape. Okay. I think we have a plan. Oh, that was wonderful. I got that hit just as it was transforming, or, you know, lowering its shield. Good stuff. Whoop. Oh, I brought it back. And yeah, the orbiting bits, they sort of move in and out, so you gotta pick a time when they're further out so you can then escape easier. Alright. Oh, that was cool. Let's go bike mode for some speed. Yeah! Okay, I missed. Oh, where'd it go? Oh. I was aiming poorly. Did I get it? I missed. Rude. Now! Perfect. We're keeping it about parity for energy, so that's good. I just need to get some better hits in. Yeah, like that. Ouch! Yeah, I knew bike mode was a mistake. Still, I think this would be a good time for a save state. Right now. Okay. Yeah, bad timing. It's kind of luck, though. Now. I think our operator there was telling us that the energy barrier had gone down. Maybe. Yeah, cool stuff. Ow! Oh, it came back. Come on, narrator. Help me out here. Ow! What? Oh, jeez. Dang. Actually, I think he was telling me just then that my own energy was running low. Yeah, that works. But yeah, that rainbow projectile is pretty nasty. Yeah, the hit and run seems to be a good tactic to not take so many hits afterwards. So now, yeah, do a dash and then it's not really enough, is it? But we're still even. Yeah, the bits just swarmed me. Alright, load state. Okay, so what we're gonna do is hang here. And then... Oh no, that was bad timing. Well, that was the plan. Didn't really work. Ah! Yeah, you just get stomped. Alright, let me try this one. If I time this right, the actual attack should come out when the shield is down. So it's just a matter of getting the timing right. Yeah, that was exactly the wrong timing. So let's say I stand here and go... Now. I wonder if I took cutscene damage there. Come on. Right, one of those volleys should have hit, but it doesn't look like it did any damage. No, it didn't. What? Okay. What? I guess I just lost too much speed to do a good dash. Huh. Oh. I'm noticing that the speedometer sort of goes orange at a certain speed. Maybe that's when you start being able to do a good dash. So if I'm in this mode, yeah, it's like 160 and then you get a good dash out of it for an attack. Whereas if you do it below that, you won't go very far. You'd think I would have figured this out by now. Oh, the pain. Save state. Alright. Don't know where we are or who we're fighting, but I have to punch this monolith because the aliens are accelerating human development, and I don't like that for some reason. Even though I'm a robot and that's a product of human technological development. I'm a complicated person. Whoa, trippy. There we go. Final boss down, I assume. Now I'm sure there'll be a very dramatic cutscene that I don't understand any of, but let's watch it anyway. Whoa. Stuff just got cosmic. I do think her character design is a bit silly, but a bit cool too, you know. Oh, it's Protag-kun, and he's naked with shining white light. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. So now I am also shining and naked, but you know, with the sense of shine, of course. Very nice. We are luminous beings, not this crude matter. Also, I noticed that she's blonde in game, but kind of she's still blonde in the artwork, but it's just darker. It's kind of like strawberry blonde, not so pale. Tokaru Hoshi. I'm gonna look up what that means. And I'm flying through cosmic space. Didn't yield any results. Come on. Okay, Tokeru means to be solved, to loosened, come untied. And Hoshi, I know, means stars or wish. No, that's a different kanji to what they showed, I think. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I agree, given I wish I understood what was happening. But it sure seems profound. I'm just flying in space, I guess. There's some nice music. I think my mic is kind of picking up my computer fan spinning. Oh, cool, flying past Saturn. I thought this was a game about robots and motorbikes, but now we're like cosmic. Oh, is something shooting at me? Oh, I flew through Jupiter or what? No, it should be Jupiter and then Saturn if we're going out from Earth. There's definitely explosions. Hang on, am I controlling this? Oh, I am. Ha, this is actually gameplay. Sorry, I thought it was a cutscene. Okay. Whoa, Nelly. Okay, we're in Space Corridor Omega Alpha here. We were actually outside the solar system and flying in towards Earth. Okay, we've flown through Earth. That's fine. Does that make that Mars? No, Mars is further out than us, so that's Venus. No, because that's Uranus. So this is weird space. Something is seemingly shooting at me. Why don't we turn around? Oh, the corridor has changed, and I can't actually turn all the way around. Whoa, oh, can I? Whoa, whoa. I don't know what's going on. I have... Why? I don't know why the game has become this, but we're here now, so... Okay, we've flown out of the space that we were in. Okay, great. Good stuff. Cool. I'm a transcendent robot. So I just noticed that the letterboxing bars on the left and right of the screen are unevenly matched. Like the one on the left is bigger. That's just something that the game does. Okay, we're back. Can I fly? I'm still controlling. I'm smashing giant cosmic space crystals. Yes. I have no idea what is happening, but I love it. Smash. Yes. I am a Star Angel robot. No crystal is going to stop me. This is all very unexpected. I thought this was a game about robots punching each other, but there you go. It wouldn't be a high-minded anime without like a weird trippy cosmic thing at the end, right? That's how Evangelion ends, right? Right? Knuckles is crying because I smashed the Chaos Emeralds. He has to go get the shards now. Yes. That's his job. Okay, that's the end. That's all you're gonna get. Thank you, Inti Creates. That was a very interesting experience. And yeah, if you want to check out this game yourself, there's 3 playable characters and they all have different stories, so I'm sure they have different levels that they go through too, but I do not know that for certain, because I mostly play these games blind. Yeah, so that was it. That was their first game. Let me see if I missed any notes here. Yeah, translating this whole thing would be quite a feat. Even just subtitling it, there's a fair bit of speech, and that would require some technical know-hows and such. Oh, that's right. I did read on the HC 101 review or like article on this game that there is supposedly a secret character, a fourth playable character, but it didn't elaborate on how to unlock them. I checked out some, like I tried to Google for that, and there was some forums of people asking each other how you do it, because they'd completed the game on hard with all 3 characters with 100%, whatever that means, and had not unlocked this character. So I don't know how to do it, where that's come from, who the character could be. Maybe it's those 2 guys that we fought before. I don't know if that would make sense. But I don't know, as far as the ones that were there was some pretty cool like archetype characters. Why? Sorry. Yeah, but I like Ami as a character. She's pretty cool. That whole story of a robot who has been told they're just a robot, but they secretly have like mysterious memories and emotional like outbursts and stuff. So I don't know what her actual history really is, but there's some humanity to her. Okay. Sony Music Entertainment, that's what that says. There's different ways to read kanji, I'm not going to guess. So that was Kahen Soko Gunbike, Speed Power Gunbike by Inti Creates, 1998. I think it's pretty cool. And a bit overlooked, but there's a lot of other games that are even more overlooked. But you know, Inti Creates is a pretty popular indie developer, so it's pretty notable as their first release, and well made and well executed. And you can see things like character designs and such that you could notice in their future work and stuff as well. Yes, Speed Power Mech Trike. But yes, I agree, it is a good game. Is the music just looping? I feel like it's fading out. The game's going to restart soon, right? This isn't one of those games where you have to hit reset at the end. Music fading. Yes, fading, good. Game over, yes. It's a good thing in this case. Oh, but we're still the grave of the power soldiers. Powder soldiers, sorry. Yes, my name's A, of course. Cool. Oh, I actually got a high score. Those high scores are pretty low. Look at that. So I think the names are probably names of Inti Creates employees, right? Oh, I was trying to recognize some of them, but it went away. So that's it. Let me show you the training mode real quick, because there's some fun interface stuff going on with it. So this is where you find out it's 2095. Hang on, one of the things during the story said 2097, didn't it? So I guess the story takes place over the course of years. But yeah, Komyoji, that's the organization that made Ami. They also made this hyper trading simulator. And once it starts up, you can see these like dialogue boxes and fun stuff. I feel like this character is not one of the 3 because he's orange. Or maybe he's protagonist, like Gunbike, but under a different character. I don't know. I don't know what the dealio is, but yeah, this training mode is really thorough. It takes you through all the basic game functions. I don't know if it teaches you about the special moves. I did get that far in it because it actually goes for a while, but the first phase is make sure you know how to transform between the different things, and then there's like punch some targets, shoot some targets. But I just like how you've got these little window boxes in oldie computer style coming up over the screen. Alright, I'm done. Thanks for joining me on this little journey through Inti Creates' first game and meeting another cool robot heroine in Ami the Powder Doll. So I'll be back next week with another robot game for the last week of Robot Month. But until then, see you next time. Have a nice day, week, month, life. And I love you all. Bye-bye.